It's Paladinal, and I was just training up my spells so that I could maybe level up, get restoration, and we could head on to the Shivering Isles. When this happened, I am now a master level conjurer. Conjuration is also one of the easier skills to level in this game because the spells themselves are not meant to be cast all that often. You're kind of just supposed to like cast it and let it be. So they set the total level of like what you need to cast a spell at for it to work. They set it very low, like very, very low. So, with that being said, being able to summon a person on you, like summon a skeleton. Normally, you're supposed to only do it like every now and again. Like the base summon skeleton spell is 40 seconds to summon a skeleton. So they don't expect you to cast it all that often, but in reality, if you do cast it a whole bunch, i.e. my training spell, which only costs 1 magicka, you level the skill up super fast. I think even at its max level, it only takes 20 casts to level up the skill. It takes significantly less as you level, so I just got Conjuration to Master, and I can finally do this! It's a lich.
I am at your service, Archmage.
I can now summon a lich for 20 seconds at a time. Which is nice. I would like to get my hands on an Atronach, if at all possible. Like a summon Atronach spell. But simultaneously, I do just have a summoned Atronach that I haven't really been using. So we might do something with him first. Let's see here. I'm thinking about taking the magic carpet off of my hotbar, because especially like going into the Nibbin Bay and doing the Shivering Isles stuff. Like I don't want to bring that kind of like thing to that kind of quest line. Because that just defeats the purpose of being in the Shivering Isles if I could just fly over the whole thing. Maybe whenever I'm close to defeating it. Maybe. But like this early in, I don't really want to be doing that sort of spamminess. Really quick, we need to head to Frostcrag Spire and gather up all of the alchemical ingredients from my house. I woke up early enough this morning to make myself a full breakfast. We're talking 4 pieces of bacon, 2 over medium eggs, and some toast with butter on it. Like primo shit, really. So I'm feeling really good right now. Normally I go into these streams already kind of hungry. So being able to... Oh, this chest is empty. Did I really use up all of my ingredients? Or did I just not have... Or did I just already have the rest of those ingredients in my inventory? Oh, you know what? No. I know what I just did. I just shoved all of my actual ingredients into the chest. That is the mistake that I made. That's the mistake that I made. When I need to be... Here we are. That's why all must... Okay, there we go. I screwed that up. That's why I was like, I have very little things. I thought I had a lot more crafting material than this. In fact, pulling all of this out is probably going to encumber me. I really don't need to... I'll touch the Danger Hearts, because those restore health, and I could use restore health. I'm not touching the Veinin, because there's something that uses that. There's a thing that uses that. Flax seeds I can probably just convert into restore magicka potions at this point, because I'm good on... I'm really good on my whole situation. Those just restore endurance. I'll grab them, but I think I'm going to convert the majority of this stuff that doesn't really do anything useful. I'm going to convert it into potions and get it out of my inventory. Because I'm never going to use something that, like, damages agility. I'm going to, you know, focus on things that are actually useful. Like, the Sacred Lotus ones being able to damage health, that's important to me. Scam Skin being able to reflect damage is really cool if I can pull it off. Let's see here. Some of this stuff makes some really interesting and cool potions, but a good chunk of this stuff is completely worthless. Like, I'm gonna hang on to the Void Salts because if I don't know if my Atronach comes back after it dies, and I'll want to be able to resummon it. Yeah, I'm over encumbered, that's fine, because I'm about to craft some potions. So the first and foremost important thing for me is converting all of my... Let's see here. Converting all of my... Well, Wisp Stalks can be turned into damage health right off the bat. Lily Nectar is restore endurance, and I just need to get this shit out of my inventory. Flax Seeds are restore magicka, and that's very good for me. 20 points for 67 seconds. That's a really strong potion, and I can just make 1,000,000 of them. Damn. And then Green Stain Cap can be combined with a Blackberry? No, that's restore fatigue. What is it to make damage health? I know Harada does it on its own, though. There's something that does it. Sacred Lotus Seeds damages health. Venison restores health naturally. The Daedra Hearts restore health naturally. Okay, and then let's go about making some interesting potions now. I've got restore health. I've got restore fatigue. What else can restore magicka? Void salts could, but I'm not doing that. Let's see here. Shield, Summer Bullet cap, but only if it's combined with something. Shock damage I could get out of ectoplasm. I can get Karen Bullets, do something. Ogre Teeth damages intelligence. That's restore agility, but when I combine the two together, shock damage. Let's see here. Shield was really nice. Restore magicka. I'm guessing I don't have... Ooh, reflect damage. Oh, but that's like the only thing that I've got is that, and that, in which case right now it's just gonna make damage magicka, which is not so useful. Paralyze, hell yeah. And then Milk Thistle Seeds can make light. Burden is not super useful, but I can use Nightshade to make damage health. In fact, let me just make as much damage health stuff as I can really quick. Sacred Lotus Seeds and Troll Fat. Droog Wax and Sacred Lotus Seeds. Ectoplasm I'm going to hang on to. Imp Gall I don't think I have a use for anymore, so that's away. If I ever have use for Imp Gall again, I'll figure it out. I want to hang on to my Ectoplasm, and I don't know why. I just feel like I really need it. For Night Eye, Bone Meal I'm not using any of. Daedra Silk. Okay, let's do that. And Daedroth Teeth. And then I'm just going to make the rest of these into damage fatigue potions, because I don't need to be carrying that much bone meal. Chameleon. Bloodgrass has natural chameleon. Cure Disease is actually useful. I'll go ahead and pack a couple of those. I don't care about damaging anything other than health. Detect Life. I'm not going to be able... I mean, Rat Meat's just going to make damage fatigue right now. Dispel, Sacred Lotus Seeds, and some Bergamots. Dispel is useful. Drain Health is not very useful because that's not Absorb Health. Fire Shield might be useful. Frost damage from frost salts. I've got enough frost salts to make a frost atronach. I should probably just go ahead and do that and just leave him around the place. Water breathing. I have a water breathing spell. I really don't need to be wasting components on it. Restore willpower, restore strength. Let's see here. I think I'm good for now. Yeah. I think that's good on potions now. The remaining of these ingredients, I just need to go through, convert to potions, and then live my life free of worry. The Danger Soak and the Ectoplasm. Those are, for some reason in my head, those are useful. Minotaur Horn is, I think, actually more useful to me as an ingredient? But it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to convert them. Resist poison, resist disease. I'll take resist disease. Trying to figure out if there's any good two ingredient potions that I can make. Silence, I guess, is okay. Like things that maybe I didn't realize were actually what I wanted. So far, I haven't really noticed anything. I mean, resist poison maybe, but honestly, how often am I going to remember to use a resist poison potion before I get into a fight? Primrose leaves. Restore willpower. Leaks are restore fatigue. Rat meat and these make damage fatigue. Damage magicka. Silence. Nah. Okay, I want to hang on to... I don't really care that much about Foxglove Nectar. Okay, those ingredients I do want to hang on to, though. The remaining of those ingredients I do want to hang on to. And that gets me under weight budget now. Though that doesn't really matter because I'm going to throw my... I'm going to throw this stuff away. Well, not away, but into my chest. Along with my ingredients. Hang on to the frost salts for now, because I do want to just go ahead and convert. And we're just going to go to the store and we're going to sell all the potions that I don't care about. I'm going to put away the... Yeah, I'm going to put away the Ring of Frost Shield. Fortify Magicka. Frost Ring resist 100%. Frost 100% on self is so good. Longsword of Winter. I should probably sell. Yeah. Okay, and that pares my inventory down to just potions and other which I will deal with in a minute. Oh, do I want to... You know what? No, I did create a decent number of potions, right? I've got so long as I've got good restore health and restore magicka, which I have decent amounts of, I think I'm good. Those are like the two that I care the most about. So then let's head back to the main level. Let's have the Atronach follow me. And let's head... Fix it real quick. Let's head back to the Imperial City Market District. Sell off my excess supplies. Then I can level up, get training in restoration, and then we can head to the Shivering Isles. Alright, I'm fine with that. I actually like that.
I hope I can. Only quality goods for sale here. What can...
No, I don't want to buy weak potion of might. I wanted to switch over to this and sell you a shit ton of potions that are bad. Like damage fatigue potions.
You got a great deal there.
I'll hang on to my feather ones just in case. I can't imagine a time period where I'm really going to need that, but I'll hang on to it. Regular feather potions, I'll hang on to Dispel as well. Frost damage, eh.
A fine transaction.
Light, that is a really good light potion. So I'll hang on to it for now, but with my flashlight, I'm kind of okay. Night Eye, same deal. I'll hang on to it for now. Paralyze, I did make those for a reason. Those are nice because paralyzation, even though it says it lasts 3 seconds, it actually lasts longer because the Paralyze knocks them over first. Poison of Weariness, don't care. Poison of Absorption, that's good. Poison of Cure Poison. Potion of Cure Poison. Guess I'll hang on to that. Potion of Feather, this is a shitty feather potion.
That's a good deal.
Restores Endurance. Potion of Grace, restore Agility. Restore Health.
And that's a fair
just an
deal.
old one. Potion of Sorcery. Warmth. Resist Disease, resist Poison. I'm never going to use resist Poison. Restore Agility, get rid of that.
A good price.
Restore Endurance, get rid of that. I'll hang on to the Restore Fatigues because I've actually started using those a little bit whenever I swing my sword a lot. Restore Luck is out of here. Restore Magic is good. Restore Strength I don't care about. Same with Willpower.
You got a great deal there.
2 shock damage is not enough for me to care about it. I'll hang on to the silences because that's 25 seconds of silence. That is a really good paralysis potion. Strong Potion of Absorption is really nice.
A good price.
Strong Potion of Healing and Sorcery, Grace. All these are all the weak potions. Get them out of here.
A good price.
Oh, I forgot. Well,
That seems
I can head back to the base to sleep and create my Frost Atronach.
Thank you for...
Well, if I'm not going to use it right now, there's really no point in doing that versus just putting the Frost Salts in my chest. It's not like the chest is going to go anywhere anytime soon. I'll go ahead and put away my Ring of Fortify Magicka at this point because I'm not really using it. Same with the Frost Ring. Ooh, I forgot to sell you my Longsword of Winter.
Well, I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Tell your friend. Goodbye.
I will tell all of my non-existent friends that you are great at...
The muscles on you.
Yes, do look at the muscles on me. My current strength is 75. And my intelligence and willpower are maxed, and my speed is maxed. My only really bad skill is agility, and even it's not terrible. That is also because I'm very rapidly approaching the end game. I need to go to Kvatch. Because I need to find, Lady. Again. That's not my horse. I can also sleep while I'm here. I'll just find, like, a bedroll or something. Or I think, technically speaking, the Mages Guild is finished here, and I can sleep in the Mages Guild.
I'm listening. Any news? Only thing worse than an ogre? If you're on a road,
Yes, on
you
the
can
dance.
usually
Tough
outrun
bastard.
anything.
What's the latest?
Spells seem to If you're bounce right off.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here that are new to the area.
Well met.
Yeah, the mages just sleep in bedrolls here. Nothing fancy in Kvatch quite just yet. Increase strength, increase agility, increase, I guess, endurance. I should have done personality, because personality had a +5, but, yeah. Okay, now that I've taken that level up, however, I do need to find, Girl. And I do not have her,
Should you need something, I will be happy to oblige.
I don't have her saved in my thing. I should find out where she lives, though, because that would be a lot easier than, Listen, if you're gonna be that slow as we go everywhere, this might end up being a problem. She should stay in the...
From where do you hail?
The chapel, now that I think about it. She should stay in the chapel of Akatosh. It makes the most sense for her, but I don't think she's gonna be here. Whoa.
You look like a bright
Oh,
one.
hey look, it's all of the Olettas that I spawned.
Quite the alchemist.
It's all of the different, like, every time. I wasn't moving her, I was just spawning a new
I
Oletta.
hope I can. Good that you want to get better. Knowledge.
I am now a master of restoration.
Be seeing you.
Well, I'll figure out how to remove copies later. For the time being, there's just going to be 5 Olettas. This guy is so fast. Ignar has like a speed of a million. Like, he's as fast as me. This Frost Atronach is slow as fuck. Well, we've mastered restoration magic, so should we go and make a master level restoration spell? I could make a master level version of my swordsman skill as well.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
I was honestly, like, the one thing that I was really trying to get out of that was just...
First the chapel.
Now that I've mastered that, I can start training other skills that are hard to level, like mysticism. Because if I can max out mysticism, then I can get that spell absorption spell that I have. And if I get into a particularly annoying mage fight, I just cast spell absorption, and then I'm fine.
Greetings, wizard.
But let's see here. Absorb health. Magnitude is going to be like 20 for, you know, a reasonable amount of time. 10 seconds. And I'm a master, so it's not like this is impossible for me to do. Adding area would be ridiculous as well. So that heals for 200 health. Requires restoration skill of 100, which I do have. It hurts for 200, and it heals me for 200. Because that's 20 points for 10 seconds. So that's 20 points a second. So if I touch somebody with this spell, I deal 200 damage. That's the general makeup of that statement. So let's go ahead and make that true vampirism. Great.
How goes it?
And I now have, as a touch spell, there's Devour health, there's Leech health, there's Vampire's Touch, and now True Vampirism. You have 15 points for 4 seconds, or 20 points for 10 seconds. That is a scary strong spell, by the way.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I'd like to give you an idea. We're going to quick save really quick and just watch this.
Bye.
You dare attack me?
Ah! Someone's being attacked! Stay away!
Oh! Is that the best you can do?
That was from one spell.
Fantastic.
One spell, and all I did was block. I didn't take any damage. I didn't take any damage from that because of how my spell works. I heal as I'm getting hurt. So I could just enter an area, cast that spell, begin to fight, and then not stop fighting until the enemy is dead, and I would still be completely and totally fine. Do I have... I'm currently out of, Fixie Uppies. Yes, that is their official name, Fixie Uppies. I'm out of, hammers. Repair hammers. I know the lady at a fighting chance carries repair hammers, so I'll just wait for her right here. Get a quick save before I do. We're just gonna rest outside this lady's house. I have always thought it was a really, like, I love the idea of, like, old style situations where everybody's in the city and you have the apartment over, and there's the crash. I predicted it. I predicted it. I should have quick saved as soon as the wait time was over. But let it be known, I predicted the crash. But I've always loved the idea and the look of those, like, you've got the house over your house, things. Or, like, your house is over your, like, the shop that you own. So, like, you walk, like, you're upstairs at your house, and then you walk downstairs, and you're at your shop. I've always loved those kind of scenarios. That's a really cool look to me. I'm excited to get to the Shivering Isles today. Interesting that I'm basically starting DLCs at the same time for both of my Bethesda games. It crashed again. It really, really does not want me to rest right here. I wonder what the issue could be. I'm gonna, I guess,
You have my ears.
go somewhere else. Like right here. Maybe it was the astronaut that screwed it up because he moves very slowly. Gonna rest until around 8 a.m. Quick save. Yeah, now I'm fine. That was very strange that it just would not let me do that here. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, what?
I hope I can have a look around.
See, I don't want
find better
to...
prices in all Tamriel.
I just want to buy all of your repair hammers. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome
What do you
to...
train?
Let's see if we can't teach
Armor,
you
hell
something.
yeah.
Let's
I get the
get
last
to
of my training levels from this lady.
Pay attention.
There we go.
Goodbye.
Because if I can get my armor skill up to, if I can get my armor skill up to snuff, then I can start fixing things like my, my shield.
Where are you today?
Let's see here. I don't know why I'm carrying... I think I needed the cloth for that, Black Sacrament. What is my armorer skill at currently? 37. So, at 50...
Black Horse Courier here.
At 50, I will be able to repair magical items on my own. In the meantime...
A pleasure. I can fix whatever you...
You know, it only costs 1,000 gold to get that repaired. No big deal. This is why, like, if you're gonna be wearing armor in this game, like, if you actually, like, plan on playing a character that uses a type of armor, instead of, you know, weightless gear that also has, like, shielding effects on it, you really do need to invest in the armorer skill, because without it, you're gonna be worthless, especially as you get later in the game, and suddenly everything requires, suddenly as you get later in the game, everything requires, at least a certain amount of... What am I blanking now? Like, enchantment to be particularly useful. Okay, well, I created my really, really strong spell, and I can summon a lich now. So I think without further ado, it is time. It is time for us to take a hop, a skip, and a jump into the Nibbin Bay. A strange door. Now let's see if me jumping into the DLC just breaks my game entirely. It shouldn't. Just happened?
Yes.
Why did you go running like that? Anyway. There it is. Out there in the distance. Should I summon my, see here. I'm just gonna summon my carpet to get across the water. Just so that I don't have to, like, deal with it. Because there might be, like, monsters in there, and I just don't want to deal with it. Ooh, I can already tell that this place is gonna be pretty. This is gonna be very pretty. Oh, and there's new alchemical ingredients to learn about. Ah, I'm already so excited.
No, go away. I'm not here.
Can't talk now. That door has been making noises again. No telling what's coming out. Here comes
It's
another
not
one!
right. Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me! I won't go back! You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Stay back!
This ends here!
And now I just stand here with my shield up while my spell slowly kill. While my spell
I'd
slowly
stay back from that
up
door.
and kills him.
Nothing that's gone in has come out right. I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away. Look for yourself. Their brains are addled. Got no sense. Perfectly normal people went in there. And this is what's come out. Ha! It's your funeral. I'm just here to warn people, not keep them out. Go ahead in. I'll be here to clean up the mess when you come out.
Man, how crazy is it that this guy thinks that he's gonna have to?
Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy. Useless mortal meat. Walking bag of dung.
This DLC.
A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen.
This DLC was 100% one of the things that got me into this
a
game.
champion. Rend the flesh of my foes. A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in. It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
And here we go.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Hey,
I
Haskell.
imagine you're here about the door? Yes, you have entered, and now you are here. Amazing. Truly.
I love Haskell so much.
I am Haskell, Chamberlain to the Lord Sheogorath. You approach the Shivering Isles. Through the door behind me lies the realm of Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, Lord of the Never There.
Why did the door appear in Cyrodiil?
Because my lord wills it to be so. It poses no danger to Mundus. No compact has been violated. It is a doorway, an invitation. Perhaps you will accept it for what it is. For you? I do not know. My lord seeks a mortal to act as his champion. As for his intent, To attempt to fathom it is a foolish endeavor. His will is his own. His reality follows suit. You are here because you chose to enter. You were not summoned.
And the people outside?
They entered this realm and were ill prepared. Their minds are now the property of my lord.
Spooky.
Cured? You speak as if they are diseased. They live now in another state of being. Perhaps it is you who needs a cure.
What happens now?
You do as you will. You may leave the way you entered. Your life will be none the worse for your time spent here. Or you may continue onward, through the door behind me. If you can pass the gates of madness, perhaps the Lord Sheogorath will find a use for you.
You know if I get through the door?
Who is to say? There are always choices to be made. The realm of madness is no different in that regard. Your choices are your own. Enter or do not, but make your decision. I've other duties to which I must attend. Speak with me again when you have made up your mind. The anticipation is almost too much to bear.
Really quick, I think I accidentally left the volume too loud on the... I think I left volume too loud on both me and the game, maybe? I can't tell. I could definitely tell that I'm going into, like, red territory, and I don't know that that's necessarily what I want. But I can tell that, I can tell that the game audio is much louder than it normally is, so I'm going to try and fix that really quick. This may crash the game, which is why I quick save. Okay. We didn't crash, but that doesn't mean it won't crash.
Yes? What is it you want?
Oh, do I have to actually, like, talk to you? Again?
Let's be civil.
Oh, really? I want it.
Well?
I'll do it.
Fine. I'm sure my lord will be most pleased, assuming you ever manage to see him. You'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, and mind the gatekeeper. He dislikes strangers to the realm. Enjoy your stay.
Oh, I will. I love this quest line. I can't get up. Whoa. Yep. Welcome to the Shivering Isles. That's such a cool effect. Make this my active quest. Because let's be honest, I'm not going back to Tamriel for at least a little while. I'm just not getting anything. Yeah, I'm finding hardly anything of use out of all of this. Let's see here. What have I gathered so far? Got blistering pod caps, which restore magicka. Hell yeah, we gotta restore magicka, like, immediately. There's fire damage and restore magicka, and some damage health. Fungus stalks, restore magicka as well. So this is just gonna be magicka central place for me. Unrefined green mote does a lot of bad stuff. And then Withering Moon restores magicka. And has shield. And reflect spell. I can make reflect. I can make reflect potions now. Those blister pods are super useful. Oh, hello. You are truly a horrifying creature. Might I just say. I mean, so long as I've got this tether up, none of what you're doing right now matters. What sword is that? A Gromite Cleaver. And it's 17 damage. That's not as good as my sword, but that's pretty damn good. Weighs slightly more than mine, so that's really not useful. But a Gromite Death Dealer. I guess these guys are... I guess I should have come here a little bit earlier before now all of the enemies are going to be... I mean, it scales, so it really doesn't matter when I got here, but, like, everything that I experience in this area now is going to be, like, the impossibly hard version of whatever it was. Because we came in here so much later than anything else. Is there something else trying to kill me? Or is that just music? I think that's just the standard music. Yeah, with these blister caps being as abundant as they are, I might just be able to, like, spam Restore Magicka potions and really go hog wild with my Magicka here. This place looks so cool. This place always looks so cool to me. I harvested some black tar. I harvested some black tar heroin there. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76 in my spare time, and so I have like an aversion of touching water now, because that game does not fuck around with radiation damage. J-Rid's house. What is this? It's nothing. I found a pass wall.
Maybe they're just confused.
Welcome to my town. He guards the gates of madness. See for yourself. He's about to destroy a party of adventurers. They say the keys are sewn up in the gatekeeper's body. Basically, that means you're not getting in. The place was pretty deserted when I got here. Of course, once I was here, others followed. Can't say I blame them. Goodbye.
Who are you?
I'm J-Red Iceveins. Do you ever wonder why things look better without their skin on?
Okay, that's disturbing.
You can only really see the bones when you take them out.
This place is gonna be
Hear them
great.
better that way too.
I fucking love this so far. I should go. I don't like talking to you.
You there, stay away from the gatekeeper. Let us handle this. Here. You'll never take me down. This should be easy.
If I remember correctly, there's like a tactic that you have to use to get rid of the gatekeeper. Like, he's literally invincible until you do a thing.
Keep fighting, men.
Take that! No. Show me what you got.
Retreat.
Has destroyed a party of adventurers. I should talk to the residents of Passwell before trying to deal with this creature.
Yeah. Look at all the blood and gore. I'm getting out of here.
So how does one get past the gatekeeper?
I'm Fellas Sarandis. Don't breathe on me.
Such an important message in the times that we live in.
Pretty scary, isn't he? Jared's planning on killing him. I don't know how. The gatekeeper looks indestructible to me.
Jared.
I need a bar.
Don't we all, sir? Don't we all? Jared?
We should go hunting. I want him dead. I need him dead. His bones are calling to me. Rumor has it you want him dead too.
Yeah, for entirely different
With
reasons.
a lockpick, we can help each other out. We can get into the gardens of flesh and bone. They say the gatekeeper's magical. I don't believe in magic, but I do believe in bones. And the best way to kill something is with the bones of its own. I can see the bones of a dead gatekeeper in the courtyard of the gardens. The door's locked, though. You'll pick that lock, and I'll collect the bones. Then I'll make some arrows, and we'll kill the gatekeeper. Sound good?
I'm gonna sneeze. Ow.
Here, take this lockpick. Careful, it's the only one I've got.
How is this man faster than me? I have literally maxed out speed. How is this man faster than me? Is that harvestable? Ooh, it is. Swamp tentacles. Yummy. Whoops. I mean, look at that nice like light effect.
Hurry, get
It's a very easy lock.
that door open.
The hell? That was the easiest thing. Oh, they explode into ice when they die. That's a bit concerning. Let me just restore my health here for a little bit. Drain you of all of your life force there for a second.
This is the part.
And now we wait. And you slowly die because there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh!
This spell is almost self-sufficient. Meaning that it regenerates almost as fast as, it costs to use it.
Here we are. From these gatekeeper bones, I can make some arrows. Find me in a few hours. We'll kill the gatekeeper.
Alright.
See you later.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to explore. I can't go into the rest of the Gardens of Flesh and Bone. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, well. He had some bone arrows on him already. Oh, yes, I'd like to order a boneless. Getting a little bit dark out. ETA 10 hours to blimp, not blimp. Yep. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be, like, the blimp is a thing. Like, I have a full-on dungeon made for the blimp. But if you guys don't go into the blimp, I will figure something out. I've got like 2 ideas for what could happen if you guys don't go into the blimp. I'm not the biggest fan of either of them, but simultaneously, like, it's happened in the past. I should have expected that, you guys, especially Callum, would want to try and figure out a non-blimp strategy. And I should have accounted for that. We'll figure it out when we play tonight, though. I have an idea for how this arc is going to end. It depends on what you guys end up doing. What else is there to explore in this area? Also, I made it to the Shivering Isles, which is like my favorite DLC in like any video game ever. Like the Shivering Isles is just like, it's one of the coolest additions to a video game. Like nothing that has been added to an Elder Scrolls game since has been amazing. I've literally just started. I actually haven't started down a path. I'm probably going to go down the path of Mania, though. Aha. See? I was just sort of more or less wandering until I found something, and here we go. Here's a guy. I'm a master of restoration magic now, by the way, which means I can just cast that spell. So long as that tether is between us, he slowly dies, and I can't be killed. See, watch this. Boop. I can't be killed. Ha ha ha. You are literally my lifeline right now, sir. I cannot die so long as I'm attached to you. Drummites are weird. Being a master of restoration is actually one of the scariest things you can be in at least Oblivion. I don't know how bad it is in Skyrim because I don't think Skyrim has the same like absorb health abilities. But I can literally never die if I do everything right. I can basically never die. And dead. Alright, and it's all over. Only in the sense that if you become a vampire lord or whatever, you can get the perk that makes your restoration spells more effective versus the undead. Yeah. Usually for the turn spell, but works for healing if you're a vampire. Ah. That's right, because if you're a vampire, you're technically considered undead, and so your spell becomes quote-unquote more effective against the undead. And since it's a healing spell, it ends up healing you better. What is after me right now? What knows of my existence? Oh, there you are. I'm not even gonna have to use my lifeline. There we go. Just fucking dicked down. Get fucking shit on. Gives you the innate life drain spell so you can drain tank. That's right, you do have, there is some life drain in that game, just not like a significant amount. Oh, you want to play this game? I can play this game. I will life drain faster than you can life drain me, buddy. all over now, buddy. You'll never survive. Potion/enchant loops allow for 500 plus restoration effectiveness. Yeah, I remember the potion enchant loop. It takes a while to do, but it's really, really good. My Wormfang is already, like, really fucked up. Guess that's what happens, though. Yeah, my, by the way, if you're wondering just how, like, fucked up having level 100 restoration is in Oblivion, True Vampirism. Absorb 20 points of health for 10 seconds on touch. That deals 200 damage to an enemy and heals me for 200 damage. So not only do I hurt my enemy for 200, I also heal for 200 over 10 seconds. It's stupid broken how strong some spells can be in this game. Well, I'm just gonna uncork a bottle of sunlight. Because this is a little too dark for my taste. There we go. And with that, I could take off this flashlight if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Just because I can walk around and it's fine. My light potions have a range of like 100 feet, something like that. Let's see here. 111 feet for 300 seconds. Yeah, some of these guys I really don't even need to, like, attack. They just die. Can I get into this dungeon now? I can get into this dungeon. Yeah, never mind the fact that I have infinite sunlight just blaring off of my body right now. I hate these. I hate any enemy that has a shield in this game. Because they just stand there and they're like, yeah, I've got a shield. I'm just gonna... That's supposed to disarm some enemies. Like, there's supposed to be a % chance that doing that disarms somebody. Give me my health back. You've hurt me enough. Yeah, being out of stamina does make this annoying. Because the more fatigue you've used up, the more likely you are to stagger, I think. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but definitely feels that way sometimes. Hello, Grumites. I'm just gonna use a restore magic here really quick, and then I'm just gonna do this. Boom. 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 And wait for it. 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 Dead. You too, sir. Bam. 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 No amount of damage you deal to me. Oh, my strength is being drained. Oh, no. Yeah, if I bother to take a potion of Restore Magicka before a fight starts, I've basically ended the fight. see here. I'm kind of allowed to just go brainless in fights now. With 100%, with 100 restoration, being able to cast a spell from that, I'm basically allowed to go brain dead in the middle of a fight, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter anymore. Let's see here. I would like to summon a lich, please. I have been silenced, which is going to be a slight hindrance. Yeah, having summoned a lich is also really useful. Being able to summon a lich is really nice as well, because it's just, it adds another stupidly strong spellcaster who does not have to worry about their magicka into the fight. Some madness ore. That's right, you collect madness ore to make, like the heavy armor of this place. A venomous bullywog. Let's do another magic potion. Dang. Cold-blooded. What? No, not me. Go. Yeah, there's a reason that you don't, let's see here. There's a reason you don't have summons last for too long, because if you hurt a summon too much, they will turn on you. So, like, summons lasting about 20 seconds is actually a good thing, because much longer than that, they become very unstable fights. I like that the front legs of this chair are like raptor's feet. That's a really cool chair design. These bullywogs make the same sound. These bullywogs make the same sounds that alligator babies make when they are trying to find their mom. By the way, this is a tip. If you ever find a baby alligator and it starts making laser sounds, like laser gun sound effects, get the fuck away. It's calling its mom. Did we even find anything useful down here? Oh, that local map really is useful, isn't it? It's strange that I can't get the local map to pull up that way because I've got a mini map that pulls up just fine. But like an actual local map. Whoa, okay. Oh, well, by the way, I've just made my my lich useless because he tried to silence the thing, and in the process of silencing the thing, he screwed up and reflected magic. I have reflection and absorption, and rather than absorbing it, I reflected the silence back at my lich, so he couldn't do anything. Because a silenced lich literally has no abilities. They can't fight with their hands at all. They only have magic. What kind of staff are you using? I need to go ahead and fix up my sword again. I use up the condition on my sword so quickly. Like, it's a good thing that so long as I've got repair hammers, it won't actually break, because I feel like I use up all of the durability on this thing every single fight. You know what? You get the paralyzed poison. See how that worked? If you paralyze somebody beforehand and then hit them up with that. Okay, you'll be dead in a couple seconds now. Doesn't matter. Dead. I almost don't even need the sword. Ooh, Madness Shield Matrix. Found an unusual item called a matrix. It looks like a mold of some kind, and seems magical. I should ask around. Someone in the Shivering Isles must know what it's used for. And 546 gold. That sounds so nice if it wasn't so useless at this point. I am at a point in the game where literally nothing matters as far as, like, items goes. I do have... Hold on. So, really quick, how much did the Grand Beam do again? 175 points of damage. So my Absorb spell actually deals more damage over time. That spell deals it all at once, which is nice. But my Absorb spell actually deals more damage in a single hit than that spell does. Than that Laser Beam spell that I picked up. Well, I got that, so we can leave here now. Currently 3 a.m. in game. I keep forgetting to show, like, I actually can tell what time it is in-game because in the top right corner where my camera is, there's a little timer that tells me the date and the time, and it shows, like, where the sun and the moon should be in the sky, which I don't know how some of that information is pertinent, but... What was that sound effect? Oh, I think it was that thing came up. Madness ore. Yeah, madness ore is the stuff that's used to make the heavy armor. And then there's, like, amber ore that is used to make the glass armor, or the light armor. I remember that. Because I always remember having the light armor in this place, which just looks like slightly modified orange glass armor. But, I also remember really liking it. And so, like, doing a non-magic build, or doing a non-armor build on this is going to be a little less fun, because you don't get to have, like, cool upgrades to your character's armor as you go anymore. Like, once you get to this point in the game, your character's, like, look is pretty much set in stone, because, like, why would I ever change my armor at this point? My armor provides me with like 50 some odd armor, and unless I became a master of heavy armor, I'm not going to be able to get any more defense than what I've got. Probably overkill. Yep, that was just a regular pollywog too. That wasn't even a venomous pollywog. Oh, another chest. Some potions. Another chest that I missed. It's hard to see these chests because they are a completely different, like... First off, new chest design, so obviously I'm not, like, familiar with it. But second off, they blend in so much with the environment. It's crazy. What would this place look like without my light spell? Ooh, very thematic and spooky. But I prefer being able to see. Personally speaking. Now we're back out in the fringe. At like 3 in the morning. I love this. Like, this entire starting area is so small. But then, like, once you know, like, hey, this is the fringe. After you get out of here, you can actually go. There's New Sheoth, which is the actual city. But then you've got, like, all of this up here. And you got all of this down here. And there's just so much to explore. It's a smaller map, to be sure. But a very, very, very fun map. And it's only going to be more enjoyable having all of the spell types that I do. The spells and just being the level that I am. Cheap wine and lettuce around the Sheoth statue. I love that since it's technically not like, trespassing, you can just walk into anybody's house and it doesn't matter. But I think I am going to wait until daytime before I do anything. Go ahead and take that ring off, and in fact, I would like to get my ring of magic back. Fortify Magicka. There's Fortify Magicka, and then there's Magic Regen, which is only 10 points of willpower, which is kind of bad. I should have gotten a Fortify Willpower spell. I should have made one of those before I left. Oh well, live and learn. I technically think it's too late for me to go back right now until we finish the actual, like, thing until we finish getting through the thing. Let me go ahead and equip my Fortify Magica. J Red's house.
Hello. We should go hunting soon. The arrows are ready. Here are some for you, and I'll keep some. Let's go kill the gatekeeper. We might die, but there's worse things. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I just realized that my my Atronach never made it here. Do I have a bow? I actually don't know that I have a bow. That could be a problem. I suppose it's not because I've got him with me. Oh, look, she looks so nice. Look at her in her fancy dress.
It's so hard to concentrate with all that noise. Hello, I'm Nanette Don. I wasn't sure why I came here until she showed up. Now I know. I'm going to be a powerful sorceress. Just like Relmina. Do you hear that sound? It's like a horse dying.
That's, you know, concerning to a degree.
Wish they would stop playing.
But then again, everything in this area is just concerning to a degree. The only person who's ever been able to keep up with me as I walk. Yeah, these guys all just have like full steel armor, which is like not super useful. Did I save a bow at all in my inventory? Oh yeah, I did. Ashlander Dreadbow. Actually, this bow deals more. Go ahead and take that, and Gatekeeper bow and arrows. We'll start the fight by doing this. And now I can actually switch out to, well, I really don't need to switch out to a weapon at all. I just need to do that, and then I need to restore magic on myself. Whoa! He threw me the fuck away. You're very strong. You're like very strong. I don't know how to actually kill you. Well, it doesn't help that he keeps pushing me away, so my restore health thing is not doing what it's supposed to do. Let's see here. Let's restore health, restore magicka. I actually don't know that I can kill this guy without the gatekeeper bone arrows. You, sir. You also had some gatekeeper bone arrows. Is this, like, failable? Could I, like, actually not complete this somehow? Yeah, because he knocks me away every time that he hits me, I'm actually having a hard time keeping damage on him. How are you supposed to do this if you weren't a marksman? Because, like, I don't deal any damage with arrows. I had him relatively fucked up at one point in time, but now I can't keep any damage on him. Yeah, I actually don't know how to kill this guy without using the arrows, and my arrows don't deal any damage. I'm gonna look this up really quick. Gates of Madness. Gate. Gates of Madness, Gatekeeper, Shivering Isles. Gates of Madness. Here we go. Quests through the Fringe of Madness, rebuilding the Gatekeeper. Yeah, well. Okay. Through the Fringe is a second. Okay, overview. Let's add off my screen. Town hero will. The hero will find two characters talking: the Mayor Passwell and a Dark Elf. Okay, hero then finds out the Gatekeeper has the keys in the gate sewn into his flesh. And although the majority of the citizens in Passwell wish to make it into the Shivering Isles, they cannot. No one is able to kill the Gatekeeper, and the gates cannot be opened unless they sneak by. Okay, speak to Nanette Dot. Talking to the apprentice of the Necromancer, who will inform them that the Necromancer's tears themselves harm the Daedra trapped within the Gatekeeper. If they poison their bone arrows, or any other weapon for that matter, the monster simply has a very large amount of health, causing even Umbra to be near ineffective. With the tears, they will cause extra damage to the Gatekeeper, allowing them to be taken down. So I should have talked to multiple people before even starting the fight. Where's my last save point? It was before the fight. Okay, so I need to basically talk to each individual person before I go in there. The bone arrows are not enough. I gotta talk to, like, everybody about the Gatekeeper.
Yes? He guards the gates of madness. Don't get Jared Icefane's. I hope I didn't use too many.
Hello. Do you... He's Relmina's crowning achievement. She made him in the gardens of flesh and bone.
Hey, Shelton, welcome out.
She's my teacher. She's going to teach me all her secrets. Oh, and this is really interesting. You, of course.
Man, area has been down all morning, and it's still down. I just want to do things.
Whatever you want. Good one. That's... Don't waste your flattery on me. That's pretty. Whatever you want. That... Not now, not later, not ever. Whatever you want. That's... Yeah. Don't talk such rot. Yeah. Whatever... Not now, not later, not ever. That never happened. I've been dying to tell someone. You seem trust... The gatekeeper is flawed. Her tears hurt him. Her tears somehow agitate the Daedra bound to the gatekeeper's body. Her tears make it really
It's been down since 4 a.m. Holy shit.
It strains harder against the warding magic. She may seem like a tough woman, but the gatekeeper makes her all weepy. Go, see for yourself. Just don't tell her
Okay, so now...
We need to get... Hurry! The boat...
So now I gotta wait until... midnight. Gatekeeper's Bone, arrows, and then switch out to Worm Fang. Or I could poison it with the Gatekeeper's tears, or with the, with Relmina's tears. I should be able to, with that combination of things, actually take it down. So I need to wait until midnight. Like 10 more seconds before she should get up here. Yeah, you can see her green arrow moving on the mini-map. Do you think this... Did you guys get a bad storm in that area, Shelton? Do you think maybe that knocked out your stuff? How long can I chameleon? That's not perfect. Do I have anything that is invisibility? No, I just have chameleon. But 3 chameleon potions should have me 100% invisible now.
I'm sorry, child. It's just too much for me. I must leave now. Why does it still hurt after all these years? Why?
Because potions can stack. I currently have a cumulative 111% chameleon effect. Sorceress has dropped a handkerchief full of tears, which apparently can hurt the gatekeeper. I should get that handkerchief. Jared is still waiting for me to come fight the gatekeeper with me. Yoink. Full of Sorceress's tears into a bottle. This may act as a poison into the gatekeeper. I have a limited number of doses, so I'll need to be careful using them. Jared is still willing to come fight the gatekeeper with me. 100% invisibility. You can't even see, like, my weapon when I draw it. So there's a way to play this game where basically you go 100% invisible and stay 100% invisible for the rest of the game. Like, because you can, like, see how, like, nobody's going to react to me being here because nobody knows that I exist because I'm over 100% chameleon. It does make things a lot easier to be 100% chameleon. Okay, so with the tiers, harm the gatekeeper for 120 seconds. That's a good thing to have on hand. Let's make a quick save. Let's rest until morning. And then once I've done both of those things, we should be good.
I can hear the bones talk. We need to get... Let's go.
Okay, so he's gonna help me fight the guy. I need to get, Oh, I need to... Let's see here. I need to draw the bow out of my inventory again. Get that out. His tears, the Doom Shard bow. And we should be able to do some decent damage now. Okay. Got the fight started. Okay. Yeah, Relmi and his tears have made this fight trivial now. There we go.
We need to get through the gates of madness. Let's go. The gatekeeper is slain. Congratulations. The honor of taking the keys from his corpse is yours.
Yep, there we go. So it was just that I was missing Relmina's tears. Eudaimania, key to dementia. With both the keys to mania and the key to dementia, I can go through either door of the gates of madness. Mania, here I come. I must speak to Haskill first. Okay, well, hey Haskill.
So, you've managed to kill the gatekeeper. Pity. Well, you'll now be able to enter the realm proper. You'll notice there are 2 doors. One leads to the lands of mania, the other to dementia. Enter through either one. The lands are quite distinct, but both are Sheogorath's domain. You'll want to seek out Lord Sheogorath. I believe he has plans for you. Try not to disappoint him. It is, of course, the capital of the Shivering Isles. It is divided into Bliss, Crucible, and the Palace districts. Enlightening as always.
Blessing of Mania added. Let's see here. Is that an actual effect or is that something else? Got Fortify Magicka from a couple of things. And then... Is that a greater power that it added, or is that something else? Fortify Luck, Drain Personality, Shield, Void Seed, Fortifies Illusion and Alchemy. I don't know what the Gift of Mania does, actually. But regardless. Enter the Shivering Isles. I should seek out Sheogorath. We're finally here. We're in the actual Shivering Isles. Now, equipping that ring took off... Okay, good. It took off the one that I wanted to take off. The shield ring is important to me. Who are you?
Do the bones...
Oh. That's right. You're Jared. You came in as well.
If you need something killed.
I want to find out what this camp is over here.
You'll never take me down.
Fine, we're doing this. Let's do this. Zealot's gear. And then a Daedric short sword. Not useful. Not useful. I can hear what's his name fighting in the distance. Jared. I can hear him fighting in the distance. Bear pelt is not that useful. Jewelry box might have jewelry in it. It had stuff in it. I'm not quite sure what I'm expecting or looking for at this point when it comes to gear, because I'm pretty much maxed out on the good stuff. Like, I'm not gonna find armor that I prefer over my magical armor. I'm not gonna find. I'm not going to. There's a chance that I find a sword better than this sword, but I think the chance is very low unless I come across like Umbra. Damn. Just oh, he must have been fighting Jared. Because he was very, very hurt. And I was like, how the hell did he get that hurt? I was like, surely my Lich is strong, but he's not that strong, is he? I know I've afforded myself a certain amount of magical resistance being the way that I am, but so many new ingredients. So ready to learn what they all do. Welcome to the Mania side of the Shivering Isles. This place is great, I love it. Honestly, now that I'm like mastering the majority of the abilities that I'm doing, I have very little like personal growth left. So we're just going to be doing some quests. We're just going to be questing for the most part. Like, I kind of just like want to walk around and explore. I have very little like, I really need to be working on this or that. It's just like, hey, I'm going to walk. I'll find whatever I'm looking for. Restore Magicka potions are going to be plentiful, so that's not going to be an issue. Armor isn't an issue. So we're basically just going to be doing our best to not spam the quest line, but just really get our teeth sunk into this quest line. 'Cause I love the Sheogorath stuff. we go. My lich took him down, no problem. Go ahead and take that axe. Bark and sap. Not really all that useful. Yeah, having a lich is going to make doing everything that much easier. I love that everybody here has like little Sheogorath busts. The Fork of Horlipitation. What? I don't... It's a weapon. Fork's wound added. Is that a stunted magicka? Okay. So long as I'm wielding the fork, I have stunted magicka, or is that just a thing because I have the fork now? No, it goes away when I'm not using the fork as well. What is the point of this fork? Why is that a weapon? It deals like no damage. It has no weight, but it only deals 2 damage per swing, and it stuns my magicka growth. Goodness. I was up later than I normally am last night. I was actually up until almost midnight, which is very out of character for me. I am a very milquetoast kind of person, and by that I mean I go to bed at around 10 o'clock. And I usually try to wake up at around 6. Because that works well for my work schedule. And just, it works well for me as a person. Because I actually prefer waking up a little bit earlier in the morning, because my early mornings are where I get a lot of my personal time. Verdant gnarl. Gnarl bark. I should double check and see what some of these ingredients are doing, because I have not done that in a minute. Worm's head caps. Ooh, they can paralyze. That's nice. Withering moon. Watcher's eye. Okay, so I've already got 2. I see 2 reflect spell things in here, which is already, like, amazing. Unrefined green mote sucks. But I think I can refine it into regular green mote, which I think also still sucks. I've got damage health stuff. I've got a lot of really good ingredients here. In fact, I don't have my stuff on me right now. I'd have to go into the inventory. Which I don't plan on doing right now. Just don't plan on doing it. Okay. Fight music? That sounds like fight music, but I don't see a fight. Yeah, that is definitely fight music, but... Oh, and it's over. That, my friends, is what anxiety feels like. Anxiety is when the fight music starts, and you don't know why. I'm very lost in all of this. I'm lost in the sauce right now. Look how nice this all looks. Okay. There's a weird, gross amber spider up there. There we are. You're particularly strong, which is going to mean this is all the sweeter. I'm going to drain you of your entire life force, sir. Elytra Iker. Elytra Noble and Elytra Matron. Alright, well, we continue our journey through Mania. It's nothing. It's just such a nice world to look at. The Dementia side sucks. The Mania side is nice to look at. Still incredibly dangerous, don't get me wrong, but very pretty. And I figure if I'm going to be looking at something for an extended period of time while I walk my way to New Sheoth, I should probably at least be looking at the Mania stuff, because it's very pretty. It also gives me a chance to, explore and discover a bunch of locations on the way, so that I can, when we start the actual quests and stuff, I could just be fast traveling around the place. Hey, look, there's almost a semblance of life here. Hunger tongue. Okay. Cleared out this area now. I know eventually I need to go all the way down there, but for the time being I'm just going to hang out. There's lots to explore in this place, but I also did wait until I was like very, very, very high level to do like anything. Which, normally speaking, I don't power level like this normally. I know that I'm definitely like doing, let's see here. Yeah, I think the faster path would have been to go, like the faster path is through Dementia. And in fact, if I keep going down this road, it's just going to take me through the Hill of Suicides towards Dementia. So I should probably stay on this side of the road. Ooh, and there's a little town over here. Check that out. There are a couple of small towns in the Shivering Isles. I also need to remember that I walk faster without my sword out. That's a very palpable effect in this game. It's not necessarily 100% noticeable in other Elder Scrolls games, and well, specifically in other Bethesda games, because it's somewhat noticeable in Skyrim more so than Fallout, really. What it comes down to is it's very palpable in Fallout, but it's not very, or it's very palpable in Elder Scrolls games, but not Fallout games, even though they say it does that. I actually think that in Fallout 3 it's more palpable than in Skyrim, but for both of them it's not as good, it's not as big of a difference as Oblivion. Somebody without their weapon drawn in Oblivion is very fast in comparison to somebody with their weapon drawn in Oblivion. Yeah, that having a lich is very nice. having a summon that can solo an enemy is nice. It does not just have to be a lich. I have just found that the lich can typically solo most enemies that I fight. Oh no. Oh no. The game froze. It didn't crash, it just froze. Yeah, this hasn't been the first time that I've had to do this. Sometimes the game just, like, breaks and doesn't like playing anymore. You know, you have to... I have to not just Alt-Tab, but I need to Alt-Tab, then Windows-Tab to create a new desktop. To have a free window that is not covered up by the frozen game long enough to do it. When was my last save game? It would have been, I think, whenever I entered, Mania? Or is it before that? It was right before I entered the gates of Mania. Dang. That was a while ago. Like, I really didn't do a whole lot as far as progress goes, but I did discover some places, and I would like to discover those places again. Alright. Well. Time to make our way through this area again. J-Ridge should be coming around the corner right about now. Oh, he's fighting a Gnarl. And then this guy, there should be a lady at this camp who summons Flesh Atronach. My Lich could take down a Flesh Atronach no problem. Oh, and she's got a glass katana this time instead of a Daedric short sword. A glass Kadachi. She didn't really have anything useful, did she? I don't think she did. I think she had mostly just, like, okay stuff. Nothing special. Well, see, now I'm heavily debating just popping that carpet so that we can speed back up to where we were, because we did kind of make a journey. And I would like to discover those places again. But it was, we spent a decent amount of time. Now, I also spent, you know, there's a good amount of time that I spend just gathering stuff as well, as we walk. And I really don't need to be doing that. Like, I'll be fine without having to do all that. I passed a castle. A fort. Alright. It's a minor setback, but not a massively, not a massive setback. Not one that I would be, like, devastated to have happen to me. Ah! I guess I don't need to explore everything, because I will eventually find these places if I'm, you know, going around anyway. But, you know, it's part of the journey. I wanted to not just spam my, I wanted to try and avoid just spamming my carpet everywhere, because that carpet is very, very fast and I'll miss stuff. Hello, Ryan. Welcome out to the stream. We're enjoying a little bit of modded Oblivion. Ooh, you're new. And very horrifying. Look at you. Greater Skinned Hound. Gross. Hey, Shelton's internet is back. Hooray! The world is saved. All you missed was my game freezing up in the middle of a fight and me having to basically go back and replay all of this section of the game again. Bam. You done, son. Whoop. 360 no grab. Whoop. I'm trying to avoid using my carpet, because my flying carpet would just make getting through this entire section like that much easier. And I really want to kind of like really experience the Shivering Isles. I don't want to just like fly over all of it. Because I could do that, but I'd be missing like the entire game. Wow, Lich, you really helped me there, didn't you? The next enemy I fight, I'll just drain him. I should name my Lich, shouldn't I? What should his name be? I don't know what my Lich's name should be. It should be something that commands respect. Keith. Yes, Keith. Kevin James, no. Yes, you are correct. I should name my Lich Kevin James, because I am the great wizard Adam Sandler. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Shelton. That is beautiful. Where's the... I was gonna say... Ah! Is that a fucking Daedroth? No, that is a... At first I was like, why is there a Daedroth here? But no, that's definitely not a Daedroth. That is definitely something far more weird looking. A hulking Scalon. Look at this nice open field that I'm just kind of like exploring and really getting to know the area. Hello, this is Paladin Null, going on a journey through madness. That is a bit like, that's a bit of a feel for like, the Mania side is like the Twitch streamer side of the Mania Dementia side. Like, this is the Twitch realm. This is Twitch streamers, but the Dementia side is like the part where people like pretend like they're not bad people. Oh no, I need to go this way. I want to stay on the big path. I don't want to cut through Suicide Mountain. That's right, and I got Todd Howarded on this this fort right here. My blade skill increased. Oh, you've silenced my Lich. That won't do. Let me fix that. I can't have that be Ooh, he had Amber on him. Yay. Amber's the good stuff. I remembered why I enjoyed fighting Gnarls now. That gave me a serotonin boost that I have not experienced in years. Because I used to, like, anytime that I played this game before, I would almost always use light armor. Just because, you know, it weighed less and it was still protective. And so I would get to this point and I would be hunting down anything. I'd be hunting down literally anything that I could get to get Amber, because that's how you craft the light armor in the Shivering Isles. It's all made out of amber. So, I got obsessed with fighting gnarls as a child because you can get amber in other places if I remember correctly, but fighting gnarls was like an infinite supply of amber where there was only so much madness ore. You could get an infinite supply of amber from fighting gnarls. And so like my entire childhood was spent going around fighting gnarls. Are you one of the guys from Suicide Hill? Who are you?
I'm Ingvar the Wanderer, although most people now call me Ingvar Doomsayer. It's true, the world is about to be destroyed.
Is it
Some
now?
people are frightened by this, or they despair, or even try to deny the truth of what I say. But my message is actually one of comfort. The world is ending, and we can't do anything about it. Once you accept that, you'll be at peace. Like me.
Between this and
Take care.
between what that guy is saying and there was like one other character earlier on that had said something. Oh, somebody asked me not to breathe on them. I feel like this is all a little bit too close to what's really happening in the world. Like this was supposed to be a commentary on madness, but like everything that these people are saying is stuff that's actually happening right now. And I don't know if that should comfort me or make me that much more worried. That without meaning to, the Oblivion developers just fucking called it. Like they had a called shot and they nailed it on the head in the worst way possible. Is the road supposed to be down there or up here? I think it's up here. But like, look at how nice that looks. The mania side of Shivering Isles just looks so good. I love it. Kevin James, solve my problems for me. I wish not to be involved in these petty squabbles. I think, isn't this a, this is an important location later, if I remember correctly. Yep. This is an important area later in the quest line. So it's nice that I found it now. Kevin James, deal with my problems. Ooh, that's not good. I should probably try to get back on the road. Oh, my lich died. Regardless, I have no time for squabbling. I'm on a journey. One that takes me to the center of the earth. I do like that I could just summon Kevin James as a like a hold off to fight whoever I want, and then I just walk away. Because like, why would I ever bother fighting anymore? I can just, I'm a Pokemon trainer. I just send out my Kevin James and call it a day. And then if Kevin James dies, I just send out another Kevin James. I can't just send out another Kevin James on you because the Kevin James that I have out on the floor right now is still fighting something. Okay. I'm not going to be able to recover from that drop right now, so I'm just going to let that happen down there. Kevin James, if you will. Oh, don't fight that. Okay, well. I guess I do need to heal. How did my... Kevin James, how did you lose? It's a hunger. It's not that hard. I'm ashamed in you, Kevin James. You need to, like, learn to be a stronger fighter. You shouldn't have been able to be taken down by a hunger. Especially not one that just some rando summoned. I'll have to get out the discipline stick next time. Now go out and make Paul Blart Mall Cop 3. Rake in the extra money. Who are you?
Speak quickly, mortal.
Oh, you're one of the Golden Saints. Okay. They're like the guards. Except an interesting part of this world is that all of the military people are women. And they look down on me as a man until, like, I show that I'm actually stronger than them. They're like Amazonians. Hey, look, there's the city. We're almost there. This wasn't that bad of a journey. I quite enjoyed myself. And when we get into the city, we get to meet all sorts of crazy characters. My ear. Itches. Resituate my headphones, and let's get back to it. The idea of being able to jump up and harvest something as you're like in the air is so crazy to me that my character would just... Ooh, what are these? Aster blooms. I was able to harvest exactly one aster bloom there. Hello.
Speak quickly. New Sheoth is the capital of the Shivering Isles. We Oriole guard Bliss, the manic district of the city.
Goodbye. Actually,
Speak quick.
Jagorath.
Sheogorath rules the Shivering Isles. We, the Oriole, are his favored soldiers, the most perfect expression of his might. Go.
Welcome to New Sheoth.
Did you see my last performance? Did you... Have you caught my act yet? I'm Fatal the Juggler. I'm sure you've heard of me. Oh, who am I kidding? More likely you came to scoff at the worst juggler in the world. I've heard there's someone in Highcross trying to catalog every living thing in the Isles. See you
Interesting.
later.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm a little tired. Can't sleep at home, you know. The walls, they aren't safe. Don't you know? You don't, do you? Well, it's lucky you met me. Here, you've been walking around as if nothing could happen.
Okay, well, why don't you just...
Well, there's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? But where would I sleep? I need some place to sleep. I've seen some people sleeping out on the street, but they huddle too close to the walls. I need someplace safe. I can't just sleep anywhere. There are walls and statues and all sorts of things that can fall on me. Can't have that. Nope. But if you find me a good place to sleep, a safe place outside, I'll reward you. Goodbye.
Falling awake.
Yes? What is it? Speak, madman.
It's just one more way they try to get me to get all special in the head, right? Make me sleep outside and everything. I don't belong here, really. what I would do for a warm bed. Soon I'll be leaving here, as soon as I can figure out how to leave without them noticing.
Goodbye.
Interesting. There's a bedroll there, but that's close to the walls. Look at that. Look how nice. Look how nice everything is. Rest of the palace grounds. I kind of don't want to go to the palace quite just yet. I want to see if I can't help this man, actually. But this is probably way too close to the walls. Like, half the people here just sneak.
The fork for Big Head. Oh, where has Master put the fork? It sings alone, far from home. Sad, sad fork.
Oh, I forgot the fork.
Sad, sad. The fork! The precious, precious fork! Hear how it sings to Big Head. But it is gone. That is when Big Head came here. Master brought me, whispered shouts into my ear, songs of mad gods, songs of bad gods. Softly, Master, softly. It went away, but it will come back. It always comes back. It is close. Big Head can hear it. The fork of horripilation. Hear it singing songs of home. It comes again. It brings presents. It is not present. Soon it will be. You will find it. Bring the fork. Hear the music. Music of toads. Music of roads. Sing to yourself so all can hear.
Oh boy.
Talk to the beggar. Talk to Bullwing. Take Big Head's charm. Listen to Bullwing. His tongue is...
Well, the thing is about the Fork of Horripilation is I know that it's in Camp Tall Trees, I believe. Oh, no. Is it Longtooth Camp? It's one of these camps. It's like one of the very first camps.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. What's the matter?
There are a lot more guys here than the first time that I came through. Almost as if I've started a quest line specifically dedicated to it. Man, I've got you run all the way out into the middle of nowhere, don't I, buddy?
Is that the best you can do?
Alright, now that we've done all that, now that that's all out of the way, wasn't the fork on this table? The first time the fork was definitely on this table, right? Did one of them pick it up? Yeah, there it is. Got it. Let's see, it was on the table the last time I was here, but I guess somebody must have picked it up. Wait, no, I don't want to be in the palace. I wanted to be in Mania. I wanted to be in Bliss. I gotta go find the guy. Gotta go find Big Head. You're not Big
Can't
Head.
sleep at home. Can't sleep. The walls aren't safe.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Where is Big Head? He's probably asleep right now, actually. Look at how nice and blue the water is. It's so nice. Everything about this game is just really nice right now. Alright, well, I'm gonna... I guess... wait until morning. Now maybe I can find Big Head. It would maybe help if I made it my active quest, but, you know how things go. Yep. Not putting up with this. Give me that fork. Here we go, Big Head's house. He's got so much fork memorabilia.
Yeah, the fork. You bring the fork. Happy day. The blind shall see. The lame shall walk. The short shall tall. Fork.
The short shall tall.
Big Head names you friend. Songs of friendship. Songs of ship friends. Presents for you. Presents on hatching day. Big Head was hatched, but his brother was not. Presents for Egg Friend. Almost forgot. Selfish Big Head. Shellfish Big Head. Big Head knows secrets. Secrets of learning. Alchemy. Sneaking and stabbing with blades. Which will you learn? Big Head knows a secret about blades. Point them out, never in. Blade is out, poke, poke, poke. Kill the grandpa niche.
Your blade skill increased. I should sleep and meditate on what I've learned from this crazy person. As I have a feeling they're not going to let me sleep in Big Head's house. But it is morning, and so I should be able to go sleep in the beggar's bedroll. Nope. He's still asleep in it. Well, with that being said, let's go to the palace grounds. And I guess just go ahead and get this done. Now, hold on. I have no active quest. I want to go to that one. Items. Grab repair hammers. Bring that up to snuff.
A new arrival! A shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them. I suppose an introduction is in order. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them. You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so, or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them. But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far, farther than anyone else. Well done! Take this trinket of mine. Perhaps it will serve you well, or look lovely on your corpse.
Charity of Madness added.
I've been waiting for you, or someone like you, or someone other than you for some time. I need a champion, and you've got the job! Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes, even Daedric princes.
especially Daedric princes. Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am.
I love all of the
Grey
everything that
March is
Shagorath
coming,
says.
and you're going to stop it. The details aren't important, at least not right now. Eternity is on a rather tight deadline. We'll get back to that later. Now, you run an errand for me. An important one. Of course, anything I tell you to do is important. My realm, my rules. You're going to Zedilian, one of my favorite spots in the Isles. It's a little place I used to take care of unwanted visitors. And some are more unwanted than others. The gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted, but he's dead. We'll have to remedy that soon as well. Anyway, there are those that have other ways into my realm, and they're on the move. We don't want them here, trust me. So, you're going to get Zedilian up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how, and the Attenuator of Judgment. You'll need that too. Of course, you can always get more details from Haskell. He's a detail-oriented type of person, a big help, and a snappy dresser. Now, get going, before I change my mind, or my mind changes me.
Goodbye.
You can go now. Run along.
Haskell. I'm actually supposed to talk to Haskell.
The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your copious talent should be able to handle it?
Yep.
Yes, quite an amazing place, really. Wonderful for relieving one's tension as you watch those troublesome adventurers suffer. No offense. I'd say your next move is to head to Zedilian and get it reactivated.
All right.
Yes? Ah, silly me. The book has no pictures. Can't really expect you to read that now, can I? To reactivate
No, you cannot.
Zedilian for my lord's pleasure, you'll need to find 3 focus crystals and return them to their resting place. Each crystal has a matching receptacle called a judgment nexus. Even you can't miss them. Without the crystals in place, the Resonator of Judgment, Zedilian's power source, cannot be restored.
See you around.
Enlightening. As always.
All right. By the way, if you ever see me doing that with my mouse, I'm making sure that my mouse is actually properly represented by what's on screen, and then adjusting it so that it fits.
Mad God's blessings. Sheogorath is our lord, ruler of the Shivering Isles. It is by his whim that the mass can walk, and we serve our master to the death. Walk with our lord.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a soda really quick, and then we will continue this quest. Okay. Got some soda. Now, one thing about being up late last night is that it has caused me to be more tired this morning than normal. So let's see here. Show on map. It's going to be out of my way. That's fine. This will give us a chance to walk through Dementia. Since we did some journeying through Mania, we should also take the chance to trip through Dementia. Fun fact, soda does not give you more energy. Caffeine in general does not give you more energy. What it does is it blocks the receptors in your body that remind you that you're tired. That's why when you no longer have the excess caffeine in your system, you suddenly crash. Because it wasn't providing you energy, it was just making you able to pretend like you weren't tired. It's also why it can be incredibly addicting. Or addictive. Man, my least favorite thing about my Lich is that he's only helpful like half the time. Like, if all he did, if I summon him in and all he does is just spam his staff, there's a very good chance that I actually do get rid of these guys very quickly. Like, he's got the capability of being very useful, but he also has the capability of being useless. Oh, I was like, what is that? It was a, It's a dementia-side elytra. Yep, it was an elytra matron from the dementia side. So it's all purple instead of orange. Luckily, there's blister pods on this side. And that's where I get my Restore Magicka from this point forward. Yeah, I don't want to go to the black root layer, though. This is just a minor stop. I need to make my way to the Dandelion. They must have gotten into a fight with a bark person. Yep. See him right here? Verdant Gnarl. Oh. No amber in him today. Don't need to go that way either. I need to make my way into the boot. Which is this way. This way. The Dementia side is not bad looking. That could also be the E and B preset that I'm using, but it doesn't look bad over here. It's just, I don't know, the other stuff, the Mania side just looks so much nicer in my opinion. This place has a definite like swamp vibe that I'm not like 1000% on board with at all times. Whereas the Mania side has a nice like autumn forest vibe, which is much nicer. Alright, almost to our destination. Boink. I was at the grocery store the other day. You know, just doing my best not to be, like, super involved in being at the grocery store, because I definitely don't like reminding myself that I'm going out in public sometimes. And while I was there, I was just trying to get my shopping done, and I kept running into some very, less than desirable individuals. Specifically, it was a kid. And I say kid, but, like, he could have been anywhere between 14 and 47 for all I know. Like, I just could not tell what age he was. And his mom, who was the biggest, like, trailer trash looking person that I'd ever seen. Just some very nice individuals that I was dealing with there. And yeah, I don't know how to put it. I was just trying to do shopping, and I do a thing right now when I'm shopping. And I try to be courteous of others around me. And how I do that is that I will actually, whenever I'm shopping, and I know that I'm shopping for an item that is, like, I know that I'm on, like, a lot of places require you to have the aisles, like, separated out, and they want people to go down the certain aisles in a certain, you know, direction, the arrows and everything. And I do my best to follow that. But not everybody does, and so it can be a little bit frustrating. But second off, and the thing that I try to do the most is I like to make sure that I never stop moving if at all possible, because I'd like to continue moving in case there's somebody else who needs to shop in the same area as me. I do my best to leave an open space for them there. Not always do I do that, but I do my best to do that. Because for the most part, when you're shopping, you can look from afar, and then you can decide and choose items from a distance without having to really, like, invest a whole bunch of time into, like, looking at the one shelf that you're looking at. And if you are going to invest the time to look at the one shelf, you can do so from a distance so that if people want to grab something from there, they don't have to get all up in your business just to look at something. So, with that being said, these people kept just stopping in the middle of the way, and they were yelling the entire time. Just very, like, I don't know if it was, I wouldn't necessarily call it yelling as in, like, shouting at each other, but they were very loud. The entire time I was there, they were very, very loud, very annoying to deal with. And like, they were going on about, like, just really, really mundane things, but in, like, a very aggressive manner. Things like this kid would grab something. He would grab something and go, look, and he would, like, point it out to his mom, and his mom would go, like, the one that caught my attention was, he grabbed, like, a thing of, like, microwavable, like, chicken nuggets or something like that. I don't know. It was something microwavable specifically. And she was like, well, we don't have a microwave. Like, why do you want that? We don't have a microwave. And he goes, well, I'll just put it in the oven. And she was like, you can't just put it in the oven. He goes, yeah, I'll just put it in the oven. And it's like, that went on, that exact conversation went on, no change at all to the conversation, 20 minutes. 20 minutes that I was in there, they did nothing to change their conversation and just went on and on about how that the food that he kept picking up was not going to be able to be cooked because they did not have a microwave. And, like, I did not want to get involved, but simultaneously they were standing in front of the frozen goods section, and they were standing side by side. If the aisle is, like, a full distance across, they were standing on either side, like, standing next to each other, so that you could not walk around them. That was just how they were set up. And so I had to, there we we go. Judgment Nexus. So I was trying to find my best way around them. And so I was walking, like, all the way around. I was doing what I could to, like, make it obvious that I was having to walk around them because they weren't moving. They looked at me 3 or 4 times, and not once did they ever bother to move. They just stood there, argued. They weren't looking at shelves. There was no reason they had to be standing in the specific spot that they were standing, and yet simultaneously they refused to move. So I eventually finished my shopping, but like there were a couple of items that I just straight up didn't get because they were standing in front of them and I couldn't get around them, which was super cool. Okay, that's one down. I should probably take a Restore Magic potion here. Don't forget to tell your mom HBD later. Oh, it's yeah. Happy. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what HBD meant. Happy birthday. Yes, today is my mom's birthday. Chances are, if I call her right now, though, she'll either not be awake. Or another thing that'll end up happening is I'll call her later, and she will be on the golf range and unable to answer her phone. There have been several times when I've called my parents with, like, really serious issues, and they'll be like, we're on the golf range, can you call later? It's like, no, I'm like, my car's broken, and I'm in the shop. I can't... Yep. Yep. Should have saw that one coming. These poisons are really strong. Die. Face death. Understand that there is nothing you can do against me. And die. Wither away and die. I should just go ahead and I'll do that. Hey, you used your channel points to unlock an emote for 24 hours. Well, I think the only emote you can technically unlock right now is the crit. Because, what's it called? The crit, the nat 20 emote is the only tier 1 emote I have right now. Any tier 2 emotes that I have, which right now my tier 2 emote is crit fail. I have the crit fail emote as well, but it's only for tier 2 subs right now. I have the nat 20 and the crit fail, but currently the only one that people can like use for the unlock a random emote is the nat 20. the crit fail emote is, I mean, it's the one that I have in the Discord server as well. Perish. Yeah, you haven't seen it here. That's because I don't have any I don't have any tier 2 subs. So for a little while the crit fail was the only emote that I had on the channel because it was the first one that I made. Because I guess I was thinking pessimistically, and I assumed that nobody would actually want to use the nat 20. I thought that if I screwed up, people would be much more likely to use the crit fail than they are to use the nat 20. I need to get a better summon than that guy. I think I've actually... Hold on, I've got a better summon than the Lich for fighting, I think. Let me see here. Don't I also have a Zavali? Or did I just have the... No, I think I just got the Lich. I don't have a Zavali. Got the Lich and I've got the Spider Daedra for decent summons. I've got the Dremora as well, and then I've got the Skeleton. And I can summon a Dremora for a long time with my Dremora Thrall spell. But the Dremoras are also, like, not the best. Like, I can summon him and he'll be here for a bit, but this guy right here is not actually Adam Sandler's Dremora. He's not as useful as the Lich overall. Like, he's more melee oriented, but the Lich, if the Lich actually chooses to attack, which is the biggest problem with any of the summons in this game, is they actually have to, like, go and do a thing. If the Lich doesn't choose to attack, then he's worthless and I've wasted a bunch of mana on him. If this guy chooses to attack, he just doesn't deal as much damage, and he's easier to kill than the Lich, I think. Dead. See, if he actually casts spells, he's significantly stronger. It's just the luck of the draw and if he actually decides to be useful or not. Because a lot of the times he feels the need to be a certain distance away from his enemies, right? But then if he doesn't get a good weapon, he spends about half of his life casting protection on himself and then, like, hitting the enemy with a debuff. But unless he attacks with his magic, he's worthless. So I'd rather have a Zavali, but at this point I can't get a Zavali because I'm nowhere where I can buy spells right now. Well, technically, I think I could buy, I think I can buy spells in town. I don't know that anybody here is going to have, like, the top level spells that I use. The chances of him actually blocking, considering I'm attacking him, are actually probably very low. I should really invest in actually making some of those reflect spell potions now that I can. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that really quick. I'm gonna go grab my gear here. And we're going to, let's see here. Want a reflect spell. Watcher's Eye and Wither Moon. Is it? And so now I have, let's see here, 17% chance for 58 seconds on top of the 30% chance that I get from my shield. That's a pretty good 1-2 combo in my opinion. Now none of these guys are where is my, how do I not have Midas's attack on my hotbar at all? I'm going to replace that for now. Midas is unsummon? Oh, no, that's not what I need. This is a touch spell. I need Grand Heat Beam. That's what I was trying to put on this. Whee! Since Restore Magic Potions are basically infinite for me right now, I could just start spamming my really strong magic spells on these people. And it's like no big deal. That's the other nice thing about this spell is, because of how the beam works, I just need to cast the beam, and so long as somebody walks through the beam, whoever it touches first gets killed by it. It lasts for 3 seconds, and if anybody touches the beam, they get hit by it. I guess the Grumites seem to carry Madness Ore, so there is an infinite supply of it as well. There we go. Yeah, this is a lot easier. I just walk backwards and cast spells, and everybody dies. All in all, it's hard to complain about being able to do that. So this motherfucker is... you get silence and a strong potion of paralysis. There we go. Yeah, you were a magic user. Ooh, and you had blister pods on you. Nice. Prisoner's judgment has been attuned. Make my way back to New Sheoth to talk about my success.
Finally, Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me.
You've got some sad eyes, friend.
Where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone. Welcome to Zedillion. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Caliban Nerendil. A wonder of engineering, is it not?
This man's got some
Zedillion
thin
is
lips.
the ultimate test of metal for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles. What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment.
Interesting. Tell me
Ever
more.
since that wretched gatekeeper was made, Zedillion became redundant. It fell into disrepair and was eventually all but forgotten. After only a few years passed, the Grumites began moving in. Ghastly things. They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places. This rendered the Resonator inert and Zedillion completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Zedillion back into operation.
Enough. How do I get out of here?
Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If you have the attenuator, then Sheogorath must have sent you. Zedillion would
So many
normally
20s.
send you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the Resonator chamber. Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak.
Already tired of working. Yeah, I feel that.
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I'll be glad to help. I assume Sheogorath gave you the Manual of Zedillion. You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions. As the adventurers make their way through Zedillion's chambers, they will encounter choices that you make in these control platforms. All you need to do is decide what becomes of the adventurers. Will you drive them insane, or will you pull the life from their bodies? Well, the dead will be disposed of, have no fear. That's my job. Those that are lucky enough to merely go insane will be granted a place in the Shivering Isles as a permanent resident.
Ooh.
As you wish. So good to be back in business.
Now keep your weapons ready and watch your backs. Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive.
Gnarl Swarm or Giant Gnarl? Bam.
What in Oblivion is that thing?
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
Be careful. There may be more to this creature than meets the eye.
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Are my eyes playing tricks? Or is the creature
By the gods, when will it stop? It could devour us
Run
whole.
for your lives!
Get back here, you cowards. Something's not right.
All this time it was merely an illusion. How clever.
Wait, what's wrong with Lewin?
Makes no sense. Should be dead. But what? Oh,
I think this place got to him. Perhaps we should leave.
No, we'll pick him up on the way out. He must fend for himself.
Alright, and so he is now too scared.
nowhere to run. Mad. Tree. Must escape.
And so now I teleport through the pad. And up next is this area, which has a pile of gold behind him.
I told you, treasure. Let's have at it, Sindelius.
Sindelius. People have significantly weird names. Drop keys or fire trap. Oh, I love drop keys.
Blast! The cage is locked.
Gromok, Be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If only Lewin were here, he could get us through this in no time.
Yeah, but I fucked his head up right well.
For ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close, and yet so far. If only we had the key. Wait. Do you hear something? Look. Keys. One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Sindelius. This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
I'll know it when I see it. Yes, it must be here.
They're all fake. Just come with me now.
Find it. Yes, I must find the key. Rich beyond all my dreams.
Suit yourself.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
Too bad none of those keys fit the lock.
The last surviving, the last
Too bad none of those keys fit the lock.
non-insane member gets to hear.
Hey, Grimlock, steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you?
Yes, Gromok, what could this place throw at you? Raise the dead.
The very dead. Strike me, will you? Yeah. Now it's strike me, will you?
Dead.
You've made short work of the intruders. Sheogorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice. Now, if you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings.
All right.
Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to... As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work.
All right.
I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall if you wish to take a look at it. Oh yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior, Gromok. Never seen anything like it, but perhaps his journal can give you some useful information. Beyond that, take
perfect
whatever
rectangle.
else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it. You're free to go at any time, of course, just up that hallway. Good luck to you.
I'm over encumbered. What's up with that sword that they gave me? Duskfang. Hey, nourish blade on strike, frost damage. Oh, I remember this sword. This is a cool sword. I like this sword. All right, let's go ahead and put away excess material. So, like the Raskadachi, my old worm thing, the Doom Shard bow. Alchemic supplies need to go away as well. And I guess I'll hang on to the alchemy ingredients for now. Look at my cool new sword. Look at my sword. My sword is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like madness. Talisman of Abetment. Feather, detect life and water breathing. That's weird. Detect, flaw, pearl, repair hammer, brass pearl ring. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's see here. Magic. Or why am I doing that menu? Here we go.
I'm on your...
Before exiting Zendilion, I was attacked by 3 unusual beings in equally strange armor. Or should I send Killaban if he knows anything about them?
That was quite a battle. I hope you are uninjured.
What were those things?
You've not heard the legends? How could that be? Those beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order. Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for. You must proceed to Sheogorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now, go!
But before I leave, I do like the Pure Order swords. They look cool. And the Hearts of Order are a thing as well. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm over encumbered now. I guess I should. Oh, I'm burdened by something. As well as everything else that's happened. Charity of Madness sucks. Pure Order sword looks cool. Not as good as my sword, though. And then I've just got so many ingredients that I guess I just need to go ahead and put away for now. Just so that I'm not constantly over encumbered. Jiggalag's favor. I don't even know what that effect does. But I will take the remaining hearts. I don't need all of the Pure Order swords, though. I just need the hearts. Rather, I just want the hearts. There's one more guy, wasn't there? Yeah, here he is. He's empty. There was this guy. Where's the last guy? No clue. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not that broken up about not getting the last bit. Wooden door to the realm of Sheogorath.
Well now, what news do you have to report?
The Knights.
So soon? Not a surprise, I suppose. We'll get to that later. No need to burden your little brain with it now. And Zendilion, since you're standing here, I assume you've succeeded. Or you're terribly confused, or really lacking in good judgment. Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone! Wait, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true? You've run a maze like a good little rat, but no cheese for you yet. Well, maybe a little. I've granted you a new spell, the ability to summon Haskell, my Chamberlain, to aid you in your travels. He knows a lot. More than he knows. In fact, give it a try. Summon our friend to you now. I'll wait.
I now have summon Haskell's lesser power.
Our Lord has granted you the power to summon me. How wonderful for me. When summoned, I can offer advice on your current endeavor. I imagine it's up to you what to do with my wisdom. Do try to use your power sparingly. I have duties to which I must attend, rather more important than shepherding you around, I'm sure.
And then he disappears, and appears back here.
Isn't that a hoot? I love it myself. Best part of being a Daedric prince, really. Go ahead. Try it again. He loves it!
Ah, summoned again. My lord does so enjoy that, as is his prerogative. I'll assume you're done for now.
Good, good. You'll need all the help you can get if you're going to defeat Jiggalag and stop the Grey March.
Jiggalag, okay.
Oh, don't expect to summon dear Haskell anywhere but in the realm. He dislikes leaving my presence. I get that sometimes. The Daedric Prince of Order. Or biscuits. No, order. Yeah. And not in a good way. Bleak, colorless, dead, boring. And not a fan of my work, I can tell you. Hates it, hates me. A bit single-minded, if you take my meaning. You've seen his knights. Not the warm and cuddly sort. Not a bit of original thought in their lifeless husks. So, you're going to help me stop him.
Me? How?
In with the niggling little details. Hold your tongue, or I will. We'll get to that, all in due time. For now, you've got other work to do.
What is the Grey March?
An event. A movement. An apocalypse of sorts. Happens every era, at the end of every era. Which is to say, now.
Happens every era, at the end of every
The
era.
Grey March comes, and Jiggalag walks. Or runs. Never skips, sidles, or struts. Mostly he just destroys everything around him. Ask? Ask? I don't ask! I tell! This is my realm, remember? My creation, my place, my rules! Look at you! No concept of what you've stumbled into. No sense of place. You don't even really know where you are, do you? I suppose few really do, but that's beside the point. We're going to give you a taste of where you found yourself. You're going to learn.
Learn what?
2 halves, 2 rulers, 2 places. Meet and greet. Do what they will, so you know what they're about. The Duke of Mania and the Duchess of Dementia. Seek them out and let them show you what New Sheoth is. You might be surprised. Once you understand what my realm is, you might understand why it's important to keep it intact. And maybe you'll make some friends along the way. That's always nice.
Yes, it is. It is always nice. Goodbye.
Come.
Ah, yes, the addiction quest.
Visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Addiction is definitely one of the more annoying quests, in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and do it first. It's literally just a resource management quest is all it is. My inventory looking okay. I've got 100 pounds extra that I've got to work with. If need be, I've also got feather potions still.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory. Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
I suppose I can't just go into the Duke's quarters whenever I want. I should rest outside and see if I can't find him in a minute. Duke. Oh, now it's Dawnfang instead of Duskfang because it's it swaps It swaps between fire and ice damage depending on the day, between the day and night cycle.
Ah, yes, there you are. You couldn't imagine how long I've been waiting for you. So little to do and so much time. Could you, in fact, imagine just how long I've been waiting? I don't think you could, but I might be wrong. I might also not care. Which is it? Don't I? I thought I did. But then I also thought that you would be heavier. Look at you. You're light as a chair. How do you walk around like that?
This just makes no fucking sense.
It's all the same to me. Either way. All of it. Nothing is right without the chalice. Have you ever used it? No, of course not. You simply must. You just have to try it. It'll change your world, expand your horizons. Contracting leads to expanding, you know. Well, most of the time. Oh, so you've heard of it. You haven't heard of it, yet you know its name? What a strange creature you are. One of my favorite toys. Does wonders for creativity. Well, not by itself, but it helps. Those elytra, clever little bugs that they are. Is this making sense? Look, you eat the feldew, then use the chalice, and find the world a much brighter and happier place. Honest. But I don't have it, so I can't eat feldew, because that would just be bad. I mean, really bad. Damn her.
Who?
We hold on to fleeting things, even as we slip. I knew, and yet I indulged myself anyway. I indulged her a fair bit, too. It was passion. It was forbidden. Oh, the things that would be said if word got out. That made it all the more delicious.
Yeah, I mean, you're just telling a stranger this.
From Dementia's own court, no less. Scandalous. Fatal, perhaps. But passion makes no accommodation for self-preservation. Don't you? If you don't, you might. You wouldn't fall for her, though. Not the type. Opposites repel, strangely enough. All that pleasure and pain locked away now, as if it never happened. Unfortunately, the chalice is locked away as well. I have no wish to retrieve it myself, but fetching it might do you some good. My head is positively throbbing now. Can you see it? I need to lie down. Find someone to tell you the rest of the story. Get the chalice.
Make this my active quest.
Feel free to take what you need. The fruits of the conservatory are for all to enjoy.
You don't really help me any. I guess I should summon Haskell. That's the reason they gave you the spell.
Yes. Her ladyship is rather suspicious of all around her. Best for you to not question it and merely do what she requires. Théoden has told you what he wants. Consider speaking with the others in his court, particularly his steward. I shall await further summons. No doubt you will have need of me.
Hey, Caitlin. Welcome out to the stream. Just getting some Oblivion in. Made my way... Stop. My phone decided that it wanted to listen in.
What? You've been speaking to Théoden, I can tell. He has a certain effect on people. Did he mention me, perhaps? I don't ask too many questions of Thaden. It's precious to him, and that's all that matters. It's
He's
his
your babe.
own business. But didn't
You missed the
mention
cheese for
where it
everyone
is?
line already.
Oh, I see. How brilliant of him. This is for you as much as it is for him. Oh, very good, Thaden. Dunroot Burrow is your goal, my friend. And what a goal it is.
Dunroot Burrow.
Yes, yes, a most unique place. Of course the chalice would be there. Don't you see? It's the Elytra. They're the reason. The chalice, Feldu, Elytra, it's all connected. One without the others is no good. Poison. Oh, a rough road awaits you. Some Elytra there are different. You'll need to get Feldu from them and eat it. Can't get in without it. But once you do... He wants you to learn for yourself. Learn, grow, experience. It's his way. I shouldn't say more. But the burrow, it's northeast of New Sheoth.
Alright.
See you later.
And so off we go.
What?
Actually, before off I go, is there a bed that I can sleep in here without having to, like, spend any money? Will I get in trouble for sleeping in this bed? I will. I just need to spend an hour asleep so I can level up. Please?
Welcome to the House of Mania.
I suppose I really don't need to level up anymore. Aside from just, like, getting my, my stats higher. But the only stats that I care to increase right now are, like, my strength higher would be nice, and my, endurance higher would be nice. Because I can't increase my magic anymore. My magic is basically where it's gonna be. I can't increase my, speed anymore. So I just gotta figure out what I'm doing.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Nope. You can't make me. Run away.
Hi.
Yeah, I've been to Dunroot Burrow before. This is modded. There are some mods, specifically like the visuals are definitely going to be modded, as you will see. Dawnfang has extinguished one life. They'll do. So, like, the visuals is just an E&B preset. Okay, I was gonna say, this looks much prettier than my Xbox 360 version, yeah. This is an E&B preset, which is, E&Bs are, don't know what it stands for, but they're shaders that make the game look a lot nicer. So I did my best to not, like, do a significant amount of modding as far as, like, well... I started out not doing that. I'm on PC as well, yes. Okay, I'm now under the Feldu effect. Which, if the Feldu effect ends on me, then I'm in trouble. So I gotta be fast. Okay, most of the regular Elytra do not carry Feldu. It's just the green ones. Okay. The thing that I need to keep track of is, yeah, that's fine. The Feldu effect is what I need to keep on me. These damage, health, damage, magicka will slowly build over time. Or no, that's not it. What is it? Mystic Venom, Mystic Death. I can't remember if those just slowly build over time or what it is. I forgot I had that. Frenzy up to level 12 in a 30 foot for 30 seconds. It's a greater power, targeted greater power. But, let's see here. I've also got Restore Magicka and Restore Health Potions, though, so I'm fine. But, the whole point is that I need to be eating Feldew as I go through here, or else those, a lot of those negative effects slowly start to build up in my system. You basically go through Feldew withdrawal if you don't keep eating Feldew. Oh yeah, Caitlin, I don't think you've met CPQ. CPQ is my girlfriend. She sometimes hangs out on stream, but in the last little bit I haven't. The effects of the Feldew have worn off and withdrawal is setting in. I need to either reach the chalice reversal quickly or find more Feldew as I make my way through the burrow. So let's see here. What does the effect of withdrawal start to do? Let's see here. Yeah, it starts to drain my abilities. It's usually a good idea in this quest. I've remembered this quest, it's usually a good idea rather than just like outright taking Feldew as soon as you start getting withdrawal effects. If you let the withdrawal effect build, it's not the end of the world, and it ends up overall being like, it's better to go through small sections of the withdrawal than it is to go through the big long sections of withdrawal. Because like if you use up all your Feldew as soon as you start having the withdrawal effect, by the end of the dungeon, it's so bad that your character's just completely messed up. Whenever I played this as a kid, the second it said like yeah. As soon as it said something along the lines of like your whatever is messed up because of withdrawal, like as soon as I had any amount of withdrawal in my system when I played this game the first time, I would immediately take some more Feldew, and it ends up being very like hard to get to the end of this dungeon if you keep eating all of the Feldew as soon as you get it or as soon as you need it, instead of waiting to get Feldew as you go. I can also... Yep. Let's see here. Let's see here. See here. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit worse. I'll take a Feldew. I've got several. I've got 3. Yeah, also the worse you let it get before you fix it, the stronger you are whenever you eat it. Where's my Restore Magicka? I'm okay with it not having enough charge, honestly. Looked like a bad bobblehead. Let's see here. How am I looking on soul gems? Because I could try to do the thing. I have a grand soul gem. I've got a couple of graders. Yeah, 2 graders will get me plenty into Dawnfang. Starting to go back into withdrawal. I gotta figure out how to get out of this section. Here we go. Just keep going this way. And magic. Not magic. Items. Potions. Let's see here. Where's my magic go? After all, if I need more, every time that I kill one of these guys, the Ichor that they drop is basically a restore magical potion. It's been a hot minute since I came across an Ichor giving one. Or a Feldu Elytra. Go. The thirst has been quenched. It's the quenchiest. Hey. An extra Feldu. I can, well, I'll wait for a little bit to do Feldu. Crippling Feldu withdrawal, yeah, maybe. It's not the end of the world. It's only 10 points down right now. I mean, for most of my abilities, what that looks like is... Yeah, like, my willpower's still at 100, but, like, for the most of my abilities, that's still, like, above a good amount. Even crippling Feldu really isn't that bad for me. But I'll go ahead and take a Feldu. I'm at the point in the game now where I'm strong enough that any amount of this, like, withdrawal that's happening really doesn't affect me, like, massively negatively. Like, I'll survive any amount of withdrawal at this point. That's weird. Kind of gross. I wish the matrons didn't take that long to kill. Like, they're very annoying to fight. There it is. Let's run back to it. Wow, really? How's that matron that close to death? Must have been, like, getting eaten by all those little, like, things on the sides. They said this is an amber limb, so it should have amber in it. Yep. I also remember those from before. Okay, I now have Feldu withdrawal. I can usually wait until crippling Feldu withdrawal before it becomes a serious issue. So yeah, this thing has been slowly getting eaten alive by those little pods next to it. There's some more Feldu. How much magicka do I have? That must be from the withdrawal. Surely I've got more magicka than that. But I think the Feldu withdrawal is causing it to get worse and worse. That's going to be the only major issue in all of this is my magicka slowly getting worse. Need that Ichor, and we move on. I'll go ahead and take a Feldu. I got 2 more in that last room. Alright. Have a lurk. Gonna work on my Animal Crossing island before bed. Alright, Caitlin. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, I'm mostly just gonna be doing this, so. Let's see here. I'm trying to do the whole follow the right wall rule, because I don't 100% remember how to get through this cave. Feldu is wearing off. I found another Feldu, which is nice, but my favorite part of this entire scenario is that it's supposed to teach you how, like, crippling addiction can be, because you have to use the Feldu to get in here, and then once you're in here, you have to keep getting your hands on Feldu, or else you're screwed. You have to keep getting your hands on the Feldu, or else you're screwed. And so, for a lot of people, it's like this thing of basically using up the Feldu that they've got, thinking that they're going to be able to have more, then starting to get the effects of withdrawal. And, like, as soon as the Feldu wears off, getting another one. Man, I can't do jack shit when I'm staggering all the time. Go ahead and do another Feldu. Let's see here. Bring a restore magic potion really quick. I gotta go up this way. This is new area up here. Yes. Yes.
Oh!
Yep, now it's Duskfang. It's Duskfang. In fact, it's Duskfang Superior. And I get all the charges back from it. Yeah, my only major issue with my character is that I think with my agility being as low as it is, I stagger a lot. So like if an enemy hits me relatively hard, I'm always staggered. I basically stay staggered throughout a fight. Yeah, the cool thing about my sword Duskfang is Nourish Blade on strike gets added, frost damage, and then specifically in this, because I made it superior, it also absorbs magicka on strike. Here we are, and we crashed as we entered the Sanctum of Decadence. I don't remember where my last save point is, because this game has an interesting way of doing saves. Like, it doesn't save whenever you open your menu and stuff. Oh boy. That may be where I call it, because I don't want to go back through that dungeon right now. If it's going to make me go through that whole dungeon again, I'd rather not do that right now. Yes, this is the beginning of the dungeon, so we're gonna not do that right now, and that's just gonna be where we end the stream today. 3 hours, 40 minutes. That's fine. I really don't want to do that entire dungeon again just because it crashed. So, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more Fallout 4, continuing the Nuka World DLC. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Oblivion. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.